Let's talk, let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Let's talk, let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Kitchen talk, let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Kitchen talk, let's talk. Conversations that cool. Kitchen talk, let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Kitchen talk, let's talk. Conversations that cool. Let's talk, let's talk. What you wanna talk about? Let's talk, let's talk. What you wanna talk about?
Well, hello.
Hello.
It is Kitchen Talk CTC, Conversations That Cook. And I have kicked the guys out of the kitchen tonight for a little girl chat. The girls finna do this thing big. I even wore my Black Girls Rock earrings because that's what we do. I am super excited. Although I do have to give them their props because they held it down last week. I got to give it to them. I got to give it up. Got to give it up to France and JT. They held it down, even with our special guest Kim Black. I love it. I texted them and I was like, y'all did all right. Oh my goodness, super excited to be here. Thanks to Oprah and the pandemic, we now have girlfriend check-ins. I love it.
Yes.
So, Oprah, if you're listening, hello.
Hi, Oprah.
Oh, super excited to have you guys. So this is my really, really good friend, Tony Mims.
Hi.
We go way back.
Way back.
To our first meeting at GMP.
Yes.
And I remember, this is what I remember, Tony.
Oh, Lord.
I remember you had a birthday.
Uh-huh.
And I want to say it was either I think it might have been your 21st birthday. And I said, oh, girl, did you have a good time? What did you do? You was like, we'll talk after church. And I think that started it all.
And it was my 21st. We moved there right before my 21st birthday.
Yep. And Key, we almost been inseparable except for she done moved back to Louisiana.
I did that, but it doesn't change.
It does not change a thing.
No.
That's what girlfriends do. It does not change a thing.
Yes.
And then this is Kenya Williams, one of my theater babies that I love. I'm trying to figure out how to clone her and make more Kenyas. I just haven't figured it out yet. But when I do, oh my goodness, I'm going to have me 100 Kenyas. But I do try to, I'm not good, very good I'm terrible at the phone, I will say that. Mm-hmm. But I try to keep in touch with Kenya. Yeah. And Kenya is, Tony, let me tell you. So I have some church babies that are interested in theater. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Kenya, would you mind mentoring them? Oh, no problem.
Wow.
Stays in touch with them. One of the babies had an audition. She said Kenya was there every step of the way with her. I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about.
That's good. That's
why I need more Kenyas. I need more Kenyas.
I love it, and I love Miss Lisa, and I'm always happy to do it. Always.
Good.
Yeah, so we are super excited for a little girlfriend check-in, little girl chat. I know that's on one of the shows. I can't remember. They talk about girl chat. But the ladies are cooking the conversations tonight. So
yes.
We can cook well.
Hello.
We can cook well, but let me get a few housekeeping things out of the way. So we are geared up for our summer subscriber campaign. So you have until like August the 24th or so to subscribe to our channel for a chance to win a $100 gift card and a guest appearance on Kitchen Talk. So subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. This is what we do every summer to try to build up our subscriber base. So yes, we want you to like us on Facebook, but we definitely want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be really, really great. And then we're going to pull those winners on August the 25th, which I don't know if everybody knows, but everybody should know that is my birthday month. Not my birthday, my birthday month. I actually celebrate like from July 30, somewhere around in there to like September 3rd. So make sure you do that. We're gonna have a great party that night, celebrate my birthday, and do those drawings.
So what if we're already subscribed? Then what?
So you're still in the so I put all of our subscribers in.
Okay.
So if you're already a subscriber, that is great. We thank you. You still have an opportunity to win. You still have an opportunity to win and do a guest appearance.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. And so we also have I call her world famous award-winning chef here in the Tallahassee area, and that is Chef Shack. She is opening her restaurant. Yay!
Okay.
So proud of her. It's called Soulful, and they are doing pre-opening festivities with pop-up lunches. So those are Wednesday through Friday, all of this month, all of the month of July. So check her out. I mean, awesome food. Her and Chef K, they do a wonderful job. And then they also have Soulful Sundays. So this is a brunch that they do. So check that out. Brunch and lunch. Go. If you go into church virtually, you could probably just take your phone and go ahead and sit and eat and watch a service. Go right after. Soulful Sundays. So yes, we are super excited for her. It's been a couple of years in the makings, but she is doing the thing and doing it big. I love it. Her food is amazing. So check her out, guys. And then speaking of businesses, Tony, are you still doing candy?
Yes, I am. Bedroom Candy and Candy Coated Cosmetics. Yes, ma'am, I am.
Yay!
Yes. So if anybody would like to visit my website, it's www.candycoatedcosmetics/12267. Or for you adults that just want to look at the adult things that we offer, it's www.bedroomcandy.com/12267. Feel free to support. I'm always here for you.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it. You got to send me a flyer so we can pub you when you're not here too.
Cool. Will do.
All right. So we're going to dig right in first. The last time you were on, you were back in school.
I was.
And you have what?
I have now graduated with my bachelor's degree.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. Yes,
I'm so excited.
Yes, I tell you, I received my bachelor's in general studies with concentration on juvenile behavior studies.
Wow.
And my minor is psychology. So after 34 years out of high school,
wow,
I did it. Yes.
So that is to say, it is never too
late. Never.
It is never too late.
No.
I mean, yes, we could live without a degree. Yes, we could do it, but sometimes you want that accomplishment.
Exactly. It's just something about, it's a feeling. It's just something about having that accomplishment. It is. That's why I was just determined. Yes.
And that's determination. 34 years out of high school. Yeah,
girl,
we're walking up on 35, ain't we, Tony?
Yes. My God. Yes.
Girl. So that is so awesome that you just kind of motivated yourself to keep at it. I mean, I have a similar journey. Because I think one time we were like trying to take classes together.
Yes.
See, And they
Yes.
was like, child, we working, we tired.
We're not doing this. At least I'm not going to class.
Right. So can you baby do everything while you're young, honey?
Yes, honey.
I
Yes.
will. I will.
But
Yes.
I'm so proud of you, Tony. That
Thank
is
you.
so great. That
Thank
is
you.
so great. So great.
Thank you.
And Kenya is working on getting into grad school, right?
Yes, I am going to pursue auditioning for graduate school so I can get an MFA in acting.
Okay.
But right now, I'm just working as a publicist and account executive for a press firm on Broadway. So it's
Okay.
very exciting. Like, I love my job and where I am, but I definitely want to further my education. So
Oh, good.
That is
That's
wonderful. And
good.
it's so cool that you're an actress and you have a job still working in the area.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
it's such a blessing, and it's obviously thanks to the Essential Theater because I was able to have such a well-rounded experience doing stage management on stage, working backstage, like so many different avenues that I was able to explore and that were accessible to me. So it was really great, and I'm able to like come into the industry now and contribute. So it's really
Yeah.
Good.
That is what, yeah, it's something about that FAMU Essential Theater. I don't care what nobody. We do amazing. We do amazing. Having gone through the program and having taught in the program is nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it. But ain't really nothing like a HBCU experience either.
And
So
that is so true. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
nothing like it.
So true.
Nothing like it. So, ladies, you know, this world that we living in is really, really something.
It
Like
is.
really something.
Mhm.
I saw this commercial, and it was a commercial of a woman. She was making her way up an escalator that was actually going down, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And it kind of talked about, yes, we can do it,
Mhm.
but why make it harder? And pretty
Mhm.
much the commercial was about equality for women,
Uh,
making things level, making things even.
mhm.
And why should we have to struggle because you're making it harder?
Mhm.
And I thought about that. I was like, wow, what an excellent demonstration. Because it is hard to go up something that's going
That's
down.
coming down. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we face that so much as women.
Mhm.
That we're always, you know, trying to move, but it's always something that
Something
either
that's
is
bringing us
pushing
down.
us down,
Yes.
slowing us down, or just telling
Mhm.
us we can't,
Mhm.
or that's not, you know, our job, and this and that and the other. And I think about how I feel, and then there is definitely about a generation between myself and Kenya. So I wonder, is it getting any better? You know, Kenya, how do you feel? Do you feel like knowing? So a little background too. Kenya's grandmother was tell him, Kenya, what?
Oh yeah, she was the first vice president, well, first black vice president or black vice president period of Lakeland Regional Hospital in Lakeland,
And
Florida.
like, okay.
Yeah, so she's really known in like the healthcare field in Lakeland. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And so knowing her stories, because we had her on the show too, Tony. She is phenomenal. Do you see do you see a difference? Have you seen a difference knowing your grandmother's story and then knowing some of ours as we teach you, as we mentor you? Are you seeing a change?
I I feel like there obviously has been like significant change. But I do still think that we are still met with struggles and we're still met with like adversity that just feels unnecessary. It's
Mhm.
because we're
Mhm.
women, especially for Black women as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it just everything that's going on in the world, it just feels as though it directly affects people of color and it directly
Yes.
affects Black women, and it's so difficult. And I think everyone is just kind of exhausted.
Mm.
It just feels very tiring and draining. It's
I like that one.
so many things that are occurring, so many things that are happening, and sometimes I have to like get off social media because it just feels overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much that's in my mind when I go out into the world, whether it's like at my job or whether I'm going out to hang out with friends or I'm walking somewhere by myself or just anything. But I think that for me personally, I have stepped into trying to build and find my own sense of self and like independence outside of a man or like a boyfriend, and like just having my own sense of independence and really exploring being alone. That's been really helpful for me to just discover like who I am at the core and lean into that. So yeah, but I think there's still a lot of adversity. There's still a lot that needs to be discussed and changed, and it's a lot. It really is.
Absolutely. Tony, what you think? You think it's getting
Actually,
better?
I like one of the words that Kenya used is exhausting. I like that. I hadn't just looked at it from that perspective, but it is. It's draining. It really is. It's so much that's going on, and like Kenya said, it falls back on us as black women, not just our culture, but us specifically. It hits us hard, and it does. It takes a lot out of us. It drains us physically as well as mentally. And sometimes we do have to give ourselves a break from social media, from friends, just to regroup.
Yeah.
I know that I have to do that. I have to regroup a lot because if not, then that temper that I had may come back. And I don't need that to happen. So I have to regroup, set myself down and breathe. So yeah, I agree. I like that word, really stuck with me. Kenya, it did. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing about exhaustion.
Yeah.
If you look back, like I like to look at old shows like Living Single and Different World and Cosby's. And it seems like even though they were in the 90s,
Yeah.
all of that stuff is still
Still
relevant.
going on.
And
Yes.
it's like, wow.
Wow. Yeah.
We tired. Can
Yeah.
we please, can we move forward? Can we get off this roller coaster?
Yeah.
It is so crazy that the stuff that they talked about then is still going on right now.
And you think that way, you're saying, okay, so back then I'm thinking it was just a TV show.
Yeah.
And the script that they wrote, but it's actually going on right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, that says a lot. That says a lot.
Yeah, it is real life. It is real life.
It is.
And
it is.
I think for me, because I my immediate supervisor is a woman, that I see her power, I see her the way she leads, I think is wonderful. She is like the most extraordinary human being I have ever met. So regal yet touchable. I mean, and so I see that and I'm like, okay. And then you walk out into the rest of the world instead of your little silo. And it's like, okay, really? What's up with that right there?
Yeah. It's like true. Yeah, it's difficult. And I relate to that, Miss Lisa, because I have people in my life like my grandmother and my aunt who is she's working at Lakeland Regional as well. Now she's a nurse and she's pursuing her doctorate degree and stuff like that. So, and then like just having mentors like you, Mrs. Small, and so many people in my life that impact me and that I can look up to, and I see like all the great things they're doing. But it's like, it just, when you go out into the real world and you see like everything on a larger scale, you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, JT, I have a boss. Whatever. I'm not saying you. Okay, so I do own my own leadership skills. JT says I'm bossy, but whatever. Hey, girls run the world. Y'all just don't know. What a wonderful place it would be if we could just run everything.
Yes.
I think that's what they scared of.
Us running everything?
So hard.
Uh-oh. He's shocked that you have a boss.
One day I won't, JT. One day I won't.
That's right.
But yeah, so I think this is why I say I think they're scared and try to make us stay in our places, whatever that is. But if you think back, I recently seen this news story of a woman who is 102 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she served in the military as a medic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about how the women pretty much ran the country while the men went off the war.
Yeah.
They did everything. Everything kept moving. And then when the men came back, what did he say now?
He'll be the first to admit that they need us.
Well, good. So when the men came back, it was like, okay, y'all go back into the kitchen now. Instead of finding a way to work this thing together.
Yeah.
We were trying to take over. We just want a partnership.
Exactly.
We just want to be able to do our part to keep, things going.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there are many facets to us. So yes, there are women who don't mind being homemakers, who don't mind staying home taking care of the kids. There are women who have ambitions.
Yeah.
And even the homemaker has ambitions. She could be having her own little side business while she making sure the kids get this. And you know what? I can't stand him.
I'm sorry, JT, but those days are over.
Over.
Not over, but over.
Over.
They're over.
But it's just so much like I feel like we're evolving, and the world, or let's just say it like it is, white men are not.
Yeah.
Because they are really the only ones. I think I heard France say this last week. They're the only ones that a lot of stuff does not affect them. I mean, the laws that they're making, it's them making them.
It is. Exactly.
It's them making them. Everything that affects us, and y'all know we as Black women, we're the last on the totem pole.
Yes.
So JT say he joking. Okay, JT. But that ain't the first time you done said barefoot and pregnant. I just thought I'd remind you. But as the world evolves, you can't just control everything and everybody. It don't work like that.
And that's the mentality that they have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they set like these rules, and they set this and they set that, and we just have to abide.
And that's what we're supposed to do, is just fall into our little place and do whatever they say. But I would say power to the people, and let's keep this thing moving. And we finna change some things. Things are changing. I won't say that nothing is changing.
We're on live, so I can't say what I would really say.
What would you? It's 9 o'clock, Tony, so you all right.
Because I would say to hell with the people.
Oh. So yeah, they are for us.
Yeah, they are for us.
Absolutely.
Look, JT to my saying.
I think he's feeling a little left out because I told him he couldn't be on there. He said he was gonna try to crash. I was like, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's what that is. So he has to chime in. It's okay. You can chat with us.
I love it.
Yes. You can chat with us, JT. It's okay.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that what I do think that even past our exhaustion, I think we're still motivated enough to make change, to
Yes.
continue to fight for change.
Yes.
Yes, we do need to take a break. Yes, we are super women, but every now and then we got to put that cape down
Mm-hmm.
and relax and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's true.
yeah,
Mhm.
you gotta take that break.
You
And I was
do.
sad to hear you say, Kenya, about taking break from social media.
Mm-hmm.
So I have I have not been on social media as much in the last almost a year.
Mm.
Um, just because I couldn't mentally going through everything. Oh, that is true, JT. How long do you fight? You fight till change come. That's the only thing I could say. So we fight till change come. Um, but I do a little bit of social media enough to pub my show or to pub somebody else's business or something like that. But as far as just like being on there like I was and posting and all of that, I just really haven't had the energy for it.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't had the energy for it. And you know what? It's okay.
It
Yeah.
is.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
It is okay. I have found that it is okay. I don't
Mhm.
post every event of my life on social media. Not
Mm-mm.
that I was anyway, because anything
Mhm.
that was really personal, that didn't go on there no way. But
Mm-mm.
I don't even have to put inspirational sayings up on social media. I don't have to do that.
That's true. Yeah.
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 So
I feel like it's time to, with everything that's going on, it is so important to prioritize like taking breaks in your mental health and like getting out and being around the people that love you, being around the people that you feel good around, do
Mm.
things outside of just staying in and being on your phone, because we're consuming so much news and so much negativity and
mhm.
so much that's happening in the world that like is, every time something comes out, it just feels like it's closer and closer to home, and you're just,
Mhm.
it's overwhelming and it causes a lot of anxiety and just a lot of just overwhelming feelings, and we have to take a break from that. Like we can fight and we will fight, but it's
Hmm.
exhausting.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting because I don't think we really even realized that until we got shut down from a pandemic.
Yeah.
We realized a lot when we got shut down.
And
Yeah.
our eyes were open
Open. Yes.
Yes.
to how much we had stopped connecting with each other,
Mm-hmm.
how
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
much this social media was, how much
Mm-hmm.
this technology was. And then we realized, hey, I miss people. I need to get outside and
Yeah.
see some folk. And we couldn't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we
Mm-hmm.
actually had to sit down for a minute. Not that
Yes.
I felt the real break from the pandemic, because it seemed like my work picked up. but
Mhm.
just a break from the socializing, real socializing, not social media socializing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and being a social person, I missed it because it feeds me in a different kind of way.
Yeah.
Being around people, being around my friends, having a card party, just nothing, going to the movies and then going
Mm-hmm.
to dinner afterwards or whatever. And then you can't do that. And it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, wow. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, we did kind of find some other stuff. Oh, no, you're right, JT. FedEx had him running like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you right. Oh my goodness, JT. Yeah. Was it 50 plus years ago he wrote that song?
Well, at least it had to be, baby. We're 51, 2.
And it was
It
before
was
we
already out.
yeah, you right. Oh, can you sometimes I forget how to turn 50
Girl.
until I try to, walk down the stairs with my knees and then they be like, oh yeah, we
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We are here. So I guess I am impressed, Kenya, with you and how you're taking all of this in stride. And I'm sure that you are influencing others. That is so wonderful. Um, and that you are learning a lesson that we should have learned at your
Exactly.
age.
Mm-hmm.
But we just kept going and kept doing. However, our world, I don't know if it was as crazy as it is right now.
It's
Oh,
really
no.
crazy now. Like it's
No.
so.
It's insane.
Our
I mean,
world, we were not scared to go out of our house.
yeah,
We were just, as they would say, we were just footloose and fancy free.
yeah.
Now, this world that we're living in,
Yeah.
oh my God.
The grocery store. Can you go to
Yes.
the grocery store? Can you go to church?
Hello.
It's crazy.
No.
I mean, even the heat. Like the summers were not hot like this.
No, this is a different kind of hot.
Ain't it?
I just said that the other day. I said, I don't know what kind of heat this is, but it's a total different kind of, it is.
Like
even growing up in the summer,
heat strokes and
thank you.
And all of that, we was outside all day.
I was just fixing to say, when we were growing up in the summer, we would stay outside all day. All we need was a drink of water, run right back out. Now, oh my God, no.
You can't go outside, and these children need to go outside, but it's hot.
Girl, even my 3-year-old grandson said the other day he wanted to go outside, so we went, and I said, okay, we're not going to be out here long. Literally, we were out there maybe 5 minutes, and he looked at me and said, Nin, it's hot. Can we go back in the house? I'm saying this is a 3-year-old saying this. Now, what'd that tell you? Because, I mean, that wasn't us in our era.
Yeah.
Outside was our thing. Hey, I want to go outside. Can I go outside? Can I?
Yeah. We was outside all day.
Yes.
All day.
Not now. It's just totally, it's different.
It is very different.
Mm-hmm.
It is very different. And then I think the other crazy part, beyond our rights as women, the other crazy part that is really sticking with us is this gun stuff, this gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
I am having real trouble. And I know France and JT and them talked about it last week too, but I mean, I don't have children yet, but I could not imagine my child being at school and worried about somebody coming in with a semi-automatic rifle or something that shoots multiple bullets at the speed of light.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs a gun like that?
Mm-hmm.
The value of life is gone. People don't value human life anymore, and it's just, I can't wrap my head around it. Like, you wake up every day, you do your thing, and then it hits the news that children are dying in schools. You just you want to immediately drop everything you're doing and figure out how this could have happened and what can be done to never let this happen again. It's just, and it just feels like the people in power aren't doing anything about it. It feels like we just talk about it for like a day or two or for a week, and then we're right back to it happening again. And you just wonder, like, is my life even it's not valued. It's just so sad.
Absolutely. I think hey Mother Ford, thank you for watching. I think what you're saying is true. Like, who are we looking out for? Our leadership. Like, our leadership. Who is our leadership looking out for? Fake the guns and sell the guns to NRA, or your constituents?
They're looking out for themselves.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hate politics.
It's like,
I mean, I know we got to do it. Don't get me wrong. Please go vote. Make sure you vote. Make sure you do your research. But come on. It is really, really sad when a parent gets that kind of news.
Yes.
And what
Yes.
has this child done? Nothing but
Nothing.
go to school. And what in your mind, who made you that mad? Or what in your mind make you go to an elementary school?
Yeah. Innocent. Just innocent. I mean, the place that you feel is the safest besides home.
Yeah. They spend
Or
more
And
time
church.
there.
yes. And they don't come back. They
Yeah,
don't come back
yeah.
because somebody felt that they were entitled to just go in and take their lives.
And then the other thing I wonder, I know for me, sometimes when y'all seen the commercials about see something, say something, what's not supposed to be in your everyday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
from our perspective as Black people, we don't really do that. Like
We don't.
we could see something and be like,
Mm-hmm.
but we are programmed and taught to be so inclusive
Yes.
and let people live their best life that we don't blow the whistle. You know,
Mm-hmm.
snitches get stitches and all of that kind
Yep.
of stuff. And we
Yep.
don't say anything. And so I wonder, did anybody see or feel something when
And
this
just
person
didn't see
walked in the
anything.
door?
Mm.
Like, how did this person get in the door with a gun like that?
That type of gun for sure.
Right. Or even the grocery store. Like, I found out as that story was unfolding, it was a Black man that talked to the gunman the day before.
Mm.
And he didn't quite feel right about it. But what he gonna do? Call the
Right.
police? No, we can't
That's
call.
that's something
That
else.
don't work out for us too
They don't.
well.
They don't believe us, or they end up harming us. So it's
Right,
Exactly.
like,
Yes.
right.
yeah.
And so I wonder, like, I ain't trying to be funny, but I live in an all Black neighborhood. At least it used to be. Um, and I see what I see, and I'm like, is you supposed to be But now what if I call the police and say, this don't really look right? And
Mhm.
they done bought a home over here and da 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 da. And then it'll turn around on me like, oh, you a terrible person.
Yeah,
But they do the same thing in other neighborhoods
they
when
do.
they, let's take what's the baby name? Ahmaud Arbery. You
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah.
he just,
Yeah.
jogging in his
Jogging in
neighborhood.
it. Exactly. In a neighborhood that they didn't
Yeah,
feel he should have been in.
yeah. But that
Yeah.
was okay. But if it was reversed,
Uh-huh.
then I would be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that sort of thing. So I'm just wondering, and we, I think, as Black people sometimes have extra anxiety anyway when it comes to law enforcement
We do.
and whether we're going to say anything or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have all kinds of instincts,
We do.
but we a lot of times don't follow them because
There you go.
we know the outcome, or
Mm-hmm.
we think we know the outcome.
And especially in relation to a woman and a Black woman and a Black man, I feel like a lot of times Black women might not call authorities or might not speak out if a Black man is doing something because we know what that may result in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
almost like we put our lives at risk to
That's
save
true.
other people, and it's just, especially Black men, and I know that this has happened. Like, I feel like now I've seen a lot more of like women being killed or women being harmed for like um not entertaining a man, or like a guy might like say, want to have your number or do something with you, and you turn them down, and the next time
Yes.
you turn around, this woman has been killed or stalked or harmed in some way by this person. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just not safe. And
That's
I
right.
feel that a lot here in New York as well. It's obviously like it's a huge city, and there are so many people that are on drugs and have mental illnesses, and it's difficult to have to go places by yourself, and it's just dangerous. And
It is, Kenya.
you
How
have
are
to, you
you?
have to say something, no matter, like, to your point, Miss Lisa, a lot of times we don't like say something, we don't speak out or not make any calls or anything like that. We just like let people just do them, or walk away or whatever. But nowadays, I don't know, it's getting rough.
So how are you navigating the big city from the being a good old Southern girl?
Yes, I am a Southern girl. It's different. It's different. It feels like everything is like a hassle because I don't have a car, and like I have to. It's a hassle, but it's a hustle. Like I have to really get out there and like do what I have to do. The extra miles that I have to take to be places on time, to be prepared, to take care of myself. But the other thing is like safety is a huge thing for me here too. Knowing how to protect myself, not being in certain areas, it's a real thing in New York, and it's a real thing everywhere. But just being very, very cautious, where I am, how late I'm somewhere, making sure my parents know where I'm at, my friends know where I'm at, and stuff like that. Because there's been, since I've been living here, there have been subway shootings. There have been like so much crime, and it's scary. It really is. So yeah.
So you didn't take your car with you?
No. I actually gave my car to my little cousin who just graduated high school, and she didn't have a car. So I gave it to her because I was like, I'm going to New York, so I won't need a car. I'm just going to take the subway and the train, and that's what I do. So, yeah.
I don't blame you, child. Them folks drive crazy in New York. I would not be able to do it.
They do. Every time I get like in an Uber or a cab in New York, I'm like going everywhere. I'm getting car sick, motion sickness, because they drive crazy. They really, really do. But yeah,
they drive very crazy.
Hi, Carly.
Hey, Carly. They do like my cab ride from the airport to the hotel. I was like, oh. I was like, it's a bike, it's a this, it's a that. And the cab driver was like, zoop, zoop, zoop. It didn't matter to him. But I was like, oh my God, I'm about to die.
It's so bad.
You could not pay me to drive in New York City.
Wow.
I just, I wouldn't be able to do it. Could not pay me to do it. No way. No way in the world. So, but I am glad that we recognize some of these things, and it is a conversation that we need to continue to have. Like, what is going to bring us out of being able to, if we see something, say something.
Oh, wow.
The other day I was driving home, and I felt like this cop was following me. It was like he was changing his mind a lot about what he was finna do as I was moving. I'm like, well, what is going on? So I get ready to turn to go on my street. He slowed all the way down. I'm like, well, is you gonna get in the turning lane and go down the street with what? So I'm like, my tag is good. This my car.
Right.
But it's like those little things that give us that we never relax. Like we are always on high alert.
Yes.
We're the only ones that are like that.
Yes, we are.
People don't feel scared of the police, of authorities. They don't feel that anxiety. They don't feel that heightened thing that we feel.
None of it.
We feel it all the time. We feel like we can't trust them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely. I'm like, come on, what is going on? Like, and I just feel like, and then I get mad at myself. I'm like, why are you worried?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you know you didn't do anything wrong.
I
Why
ain't
are
did
you
nothing
worried?
wrong. I
Yeah,
ain't speeding. I'm
but
turning
we
off
do.
a blinker. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Why am I the one like, oh?
But that's how we are.
That's the history of
It
our
is.
Yeah.
relationship with them.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
So, all right. So now I got to get on a little bit of a lighter topic and get in y'all business a little bit, because it's what we do as girlfriends. Okay, so ladies, how your love life going?
I'm gonna let Tony go first.
Crickets.
What you say, Kenya?
I'm gonna let you go first.
I thought that's what you said. Oh,
Child.
oh.
That is rough, Miss Lisa. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm still praying.
Child, heal me too.
Cause honey, right now, it's not. It's I don't know what it's doing,
Girl.
but it's not doing what I want it to do.
Oh, I'm so glad to know I ain't in this boat by myself.
Girl, it's not doing what I think it should be doing.
Oh,
It's
child.
not doing what I want it to do. I don't know I don't know what's going on.
I know, right?
Mm-mm. I asked God. I said, I know you didn't send me here to be by myself. What you got going on?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
yeah. So no, it's just
Can
no.
you say it's rough out
Yeah.
here? You know what? That is not giving me any hope.
Right. Look at that Kenya and her age, and then us and our age.
Right.
No.
It is
Okay, ladies. Okay. So answer me this question right here.
Okay.
Are we too picky?
No. Well, I used to be, but I had to change my whole mentality because I knew that's why I wasn't being approached, or either someone would approach me and I would be like, no.
Yeah.
So I had to again regroup.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've regrouped, hell, ain't nobody coming my way. I mean, like, wow. Yeah.
Kenya, you being too picky?
I actually did a little thing this year for 2022. I was in a relationship my senior year and like my junior year of college. And this year I wanted to take a full year of no dating.
Okay.
So I am still going strong, and I'm really proud of myself because I just wanted to try to step into my own independence and myself, like outside of being attached to another person, and just kind of like lean into this new era that I'm in.
Okay.
Post grad and like living by myself for the first time and all that stuff. But I will say that it gets really, really lonely. And there are times where I feel like, am I still attractive? Like no one
Yes.
me, and I'm like, I haven't been on a date in so long. And then I see my peers and stuff like that who have been in relationships or are in relationships or going on dates and going out, and I'm just like, I'm so far removed from that life. I don't even know what it's like. And also, I just don't. The men in my family are great men. Like the standard is like, and it's like my granddad, my grandfather cooks me breakfast, brings me my coffee, like cleans up. Like he is just the most wonderful man. My dad is the most wonderful man. And it's like having that, and then the generation now, it's like I don't understand what this is. I don't know what this is like. I'm a daddy's girl, and I'm just like, this is so not it. Like there are no gentlemen. I don't know. I just am. It's not a good. Not a good scene right now.
Yeah, I think that about your generation. It is hard to find a gentleman in your generation. And when I run across one, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
One that'll hold a door, one that won't knock you down getting in the elevator, you know. Listen, these kids on campus, boy.
Yeah.
You know. But it's interesting that, but you still young, King, and I know I don't say that lightly though, because I know what it feels like to desire marriage and family and all of that. And
Yeah.
I've had people to say, "Oh, you still young, you got time." And then now I'm 50. How much do I still got time? What y'all say?
Exactly.
I feel like people try to remove that desire from us too.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Because I feel like nowadays it's like self-love, love yourself, spend time alone.
Yes.
Like, you're removing a person's desire for something that's real. Like,
Yeah.
people wanting companionship and people wanting love is 100% okay, and we should. Like, we really should. I don't know what has gone wrong, but I think that we should desire love. We should desire companionship, and I definitely want to be married one day and have children of my own and stuff like that. But I'm not letting society dictate my route to that. So I'm trying to do it on my own terms. Women barely have a voice of their own. So as much as I can try to have my own voice and be my own person and do my own thing, how I want to do it, that's definitely what I'm going to do.
That I like that. That's good. That's good.
And that is also very brave of you, Kenya.
It is.
To take that, to say, I'm going to take this year and not have a date. Now, I haven't said that, but it's been a year.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
I say my year up.
Miss Lisa, you go on a date. You go on a date.
Woo, baby. Woo.
But I do wonder that about us sometimes. Now, I know in my younger days, I had a whole list.
Oh, me too. They couldn't be this. They couldn't be that. They couldn't be this. They had to have this. They had to have. Yes.
The list here.
Yes. They couldn't look like this. Yes.
And that and depending on what circle you're in, depending on who you talk to, depending on what relationship expert or whatever, some say make a list, some say don't. You know, all of this stuff.
Now it's a prayer. You got to have a specific prayer. It's just.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Tony girl.
Thank you.
But so yeah, so it's honestly at this point in my life, I'm like, this is really in the hands of the Lord. Like,
it is. It is.
You know, if you listen to the experts, you do this, you do that, you do the other, you do the other, and
where would we be if people as young as myself like thought about it like that? Like, it is in the hands of the Lord. Like, I think a lot of times, especially when you're young, there's so much that's so immediate and you get caught up in the moment with so many different things. And I just feel like leading your life with God and like staying connected there, I don't know, maybe if we felt like it was in God's hands who we are meant to be with, maybe there wouldn't be so many failed relationships and marriages. And
that's probably true.
That's yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this. 2 questions.
Okay.
Do you believe in love at first sight? And then the second question is, do you think that there is like only one person for every person? Like, there's only one of your soulmate, and if you missed it, you missed it.
So, love at first sight, I think it's possible. I do think that it's possible. It all depends on, to me, how you carry yourself, because they have to see that in you. So to say that I just saw somebody and I'm like, oh, he handsome, he this, but it's not saying that, oh wow, it hit me, it hit here, I got butterflies. that's a difference.
Mm.
So yeah, I do think that love at first sight is possible. I do. I hadn't had it yet, but I do believe it is. Yeah. And what was your other question?
Do you think you only have like one
Oh,
soulmate?
so no,
Mm.
I don't. And the reason I say that is because I know that I missed my husband.
Mm.
I pushed him on because I felt that before I got to know him,
Mm.
I felt he was arrogant. I didn't want to have nothing to do with him. That this
Mm.
and that. But then after the fact, and I got to know him, it was too late. And
Mm.
he'll tell anybody, you know, that's my wife. You know that was my wife. That, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And I do believe that that's the only regret that I do
Mm.
have in life right now, I believe, because I missed now we're great friends, but I did. So now I'm at the point where, okay, God, I know you have someone out there for me.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to send them on my way. Like
Mm-hmm.
today, I was picking sticks up in my yard. I literally stopped and said, now, Lord, I need you to send my husband because I shouldn't be out here picking these sticks up by myself. Like, really?
Okay, no yard work.
I mean, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it together. But girl, I was out there picking. I had the shears, cutting trees. I'm like,
Yeah.
exactly. Why am I out here? And I did. I literally stopped with them shears in my hand and said, "Okay, Lord." Yeah, it's just so. No, I do feel that it's more than one. It's just a matter of you knowing that it is.
Mm.
So yeah, Kenya.
Okay, so do I believe in love at first sight? I can't say that I don't believe in it because it's never happened to me, but I know that it has happened for my godmom. I believe it was love at first sight for her and my uncle. And I believe that I've heard stories of it happening and like people have been together for like 30 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that it happens and it is possible. It hasn't happened to me, but and the other question is, do I believe that there's one person for me? I'm not sure. I think so. That's how I would want it to be. Like my grandparents, both of my sets of grandparents have been together for 30 plus years. So that's how I would imagine my life being. This with one person,
Mm-hmm.
and that one person being for me, because I feel like that's what I've seen growing up. So that's what I would probably want. So
Okay.
Lisa.
I do definitely believe in love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that I've experienced a different kind of connection with maybe two, maybe three guys in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
That is like, this could really be, I know, well, two of them definitely, I'm like, this is it right here. I ain't even know them. It's like, when I talk to him on the phone, it's like, oh my God, okay, let me start planning the wedding, that sort of thing. Of course, I'm still single, y'all see. But so I do believe in love at first sight. I believe it comes with this. It was really strange. It was kind of like this wonderful strength and peace.
Mm.
Like, and then when we talked, it was like I had known them forever.
Yeah.
I didn't feel, how you have those kind of first awkward conversations.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have that.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did not have that.
Yeah.
Although later on, and this is why I don't think that we have just one person, because what I found out about that person was that they were married.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay.
And so our spirits may have been kindred, but either it wasn't our time,
Mm-hmm.
or he was somebody else's at that time, so he could be mine.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
And a
I
lot of
don't think, and I've been in love and almost to the point of marriage before,
Yeah.
and that person, we're not married, but I don't think I gotta wait till he's done with that marriage so he can marry. I don't think I gotta wait for all of that. I think there is somebody that I really thought was mine, but didn't turn out to be that way. So I think that's why I don't feel like there's just one person for us. I think what happens is we meet kindred spirits, and if it is the right time and the right place and all of that, everything meshes, and then we get married and live happily ever after.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. But I definitely believe in love at first sight, and I think that I'm going to meet my husband and we'll probably be married in 3 months.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, I think a lot of people are in marriages and they're unhappy. I think
yes.
a lot of people may be married to the wrong person.
To the wrong person.
And married for the wrong reason.
For the wrong reason. And I'm not at liberty to say that directly about anyone's situation. I just know that exists. I know that some people are in marriages and they're very unhappy. Or they married, like you said, for the wrong reason. And what can you do with that? You know, a lot of people
get divorced and you live your best life.
Yeah. Some people are scared of that though. But
yeah, I mean, but you know what? I can't say because I'm not married. I ain't never been married. I can't tell people married people how to do their thing because I don't know. I haven't experienced that. But I think if you're not going to put in the work to be happy, to have joy, what is wrong with separation? Maybe y'all time just is up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I know from me, I can't stay nowhere. I'm unhappy. That's job, that's relationship, that's house. I don't know how many jobs I done quit because if you make me shed a tear, I'm out the door. That's my mama's fault.
Yes, ma'am, because she would tell you in a heartbeat to quit. Yes, she would.
But I do think that if that person is your person, I think if you find a way to work on it, but that might be part of to go back to our other moment of exhaustion. Like, are you just tired?
I think, like you said, Miss Lisa, like you said, you'll be married in 3 months. I do believe that. I think that people that are married for like a really, really long time, I think they knew right away, or like within like a couple of months. I just don't think it takes that long to really know whether or not, like, oh, this person is. I think it's a feeling, maybe.
Yeah. And it comes from one, knowing yourself.
Yes.
And knowing what you want and being able to express what you want. Like at this age, I already know I want to be married. The person that I will marry will already know they want to be married. The only thing we got to figure out is if it's to each other. You know, in your early years, I think you're trying to figure out if you want to be married and when you want to be married and you know, that whole thing. And I think that's where a lot of long-term dating and engagements and things like that, because you're trying to figure it out as you go. I am established. I have a job. I'm about to be a homeowner. I have career goals. I have stuff that I'm doing, you know, whatever. So for the most part, I'm settled in my aspirations for myself.
Yes.
And hopefully the man that comes along at that age will be also. So we don't have to navigate, well, I probably need to wait until I get my career off the ground before I get married or before I have children. So at this age, we'll have to wait for all of that. So it's just a matter of seeing if we are for each other. So I don't think it'll take that long.
My therapist told me that a man is supposed to be an addition to your life. So like you were saying, Miss Lisa, like having all your own things established, you have your own life and you have your own goals and your own aspirations. Those things don't change if someone comes into your life. It's just an addition and probably adds to what you're doing in a positive way.
Absolutely. So if you think about it this way, the Bible says be fruitful and multiply, right? Well, if you're half a person and you got a whole person, you multiply that, you got a half. 1 times a half is half. So you got to be whole. So you need a 1 times a 1.
Yeah.
To give you a 1. It's just really that's how I go.
It's
Yeah.
so plain. It's so
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
how I go.
It is.
Listen, we have had a wonderful talk. The ladies did
Yes.
this thing tonight. I'm so
Yes.
excited. I think I might let JT back in the room next week. But we'll be right back here next week. Thank you all so much for joining us. We have had a wonderful conversation with my girl Tony Mims, all the
Yes.
way in Louisiana.
Yes.
Tony, you owe me a Tallahassee trip.
I do. I really
I
do.
just need to remind you of that.
I do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then with my wonderful theater baby, Kenya Williams, all the way in New York City, in the big
All
city.
right.
So
Yes.
excited for her and her endeavors. Tony, I think, is gonna try to go back to school too. You're gonna get that thing done, girl. I love it. And then she'll be a master of
Speak it. Speak it. Speak it. Yes.
Kenya is going to grad school and she'll be an MFA-er.
Yes.
So I'm super excited for everybody and the things that we're doing. Listen, if you are watching us on the YouTube channel, please, please, please hit the subscribe button. If you're watching us on Facebook, hit the like button. Always share. Sharing is caring. We love it. Do not forget our our summer subscriber campaign, which is in full swing. We are going to be here next week with Little Kitchen Talk, CTC, and it is Conversations That Cook. And we have been super excited to have this conversation with the ladies tonight because girls
Yes.
of the world, yes, we do.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We'll let the guys do their part too. So we're not selfish with ours. We'll share. We will share. So thank you, ladies, so much for joining me. It's been great. I appreciate you guys so much.
I thank you for even reaching out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
We got to do this every now and then. So
Yeah.
I told Tony I love this platform because I get to see her.
I know, right?
It was so nice to meet you, Miss Tony. And
It was nice meeting you too, dear. And I pray that all goes well with you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. Love you, Miss Lisa.
I love you too, baby. Mwah. Thank you guys for coming. We'll
Yes,
see you all
darling.
tomorrow.
All right.
Not tomorrow. We'll see you next week.